Charlie's Angels are back together. And honestly, this reunion just hit fans right in the heart. After decades, the legendary stars of the original hit series reunited to celebrate 50 years of the show, and the love between them still completely real. This wasn't just a TV cast reunion. This felt like family. And the sweetest part? They made it clear that the bond fans saw on screen was never fake. The women behind one of television's most iconic series proved that time hasn't touched their friendship. They opened up about the connection they built during the show, saying what made Charlie's Angels so special wasn't just the action, the glamour, or the mystery, it was the sisterhood. One of the stars shared that the audience responded to something deeper, the feeling that these women genuinely cared about each other. And apparently, that sisterhood never ended. Even now, after all these years, they still laugh, reminisce, and swap stories from back in the day like no time has passed at all. That kind of friendship, you can't fake it. On Monday night, Kate Jackson, Jacqueline Smith, and Cheryl Ladd came together for a special Pallyfest event in Hollywood, celebrating the legacy of Charlie's Angels. And according to them, being part of the show felt like catching lightning in a bottle. Because once the show exploded, everything changed. It changed their careers, it changed their lives, and honestly, it changed TV. They reflected on how big the show became and how grateful they still are to have been part of something that meant so much to so many people. And yes, fans were loving every second of seeing them together again. What made Charlie's Angels different wasn't just the concept, it was the message. At a time when TV looked very different, here were three women who were strong, smart, emotionally independent, and financially independent. But maybe most importantly, they supported each other. They weren't written as women fighting over attention or tearing each other down. They had each other's backs, naturally. One of the stars said nobody ever had to say, "I've got your back," because that was simply understood. And honestly, that's probably why the show connected so deeply with audiences then, and still does now. Because people never stop loving stories about women who lift each other up instead of compete. Before the event, the trio also appeared together with Maria Shriver, where they looked radiant and full of joy. Then they hit the red carpet in bright, different-colored pantsuits, smiling like no time has passed at all. And seeing them all together again? It was pure nostalgia. The original series ran from 1976 to 1981, but its impact lasted far beyond that. It became such a pop culture phenomenon that it later inspired the 2000s movie franchise, starring Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu, introducing a whole new generation to the Angel legacy. So yes, these women didn't just star in a hit show, they helped build a franchise that's still iconic today. But one of the most touching moments came when the conversation turned personal. The women spoke about something much deeper than fame: survival. Each of them has faced cancer in some form, and that shared experience created an even stronger connection between them. They talked about how going through something like that changes you, and how much it means to have friends who truly understand what that battle feels like. That's when the conversation circled back to something they kept repeating all night: the power of girlfriends, not just in Hollywood, not just on a TV set, but in real life. Because when women support each other through the highs, the heartbreak, the fear, and the healing, that bond becomes unbreakable. So yes, this may have been a reunion celebrating a legendary TV show, but what fans really got to see was something even beautiful: a friendship that survived fame, time, and life itself. And honestly, that might be the most powerful Charlie's Angels story of all.